Wow. Thank you, Mike. You really outdone yourself here tonight. Just from the crowd, the quality of the crowd, the content, the people that have supported you over the years. Drew, you've done a phenomenal job growing from a small manufacturing company all the way to the NAM board and becoming a national figure. You know, your dad and your whole family should be very, very proud of you, as Maryland is. You already said great things about Susie Gantz. Probably the deepest thinking woman in the world. She's always across the spectrum, in every function, in every movement going forward. And it's going forward that we have to talk about. But to go forward, I'd like to step back a little bit, because it was 1 month short of 50 years that I started working at Westinghouse at the airport. And I grew up in an era when manufacturing was king, literally. Yeah, it was the beginning of the decline, but it was still at the top of the hill. We had some of the best engineers on the planet working for us, and they knew that they existed to create manufacturing jobs. It was the Westinghouse Electric Manufacturing Company. We designed and built everything you saw in the Hunt for Red October, the most advanced technology on the planet, literally. And about in the mid-'80s, we went through a huge analog to digital revolution. And let's keep that in mind, because I heard analog to digital revolution coming up later. And that should be a lesson for manufacturers. Then I learned that you had to embrace technology, you had to envision technology and where it might take you. And I think your challenge is, as existing manufacturers, to become early adopters of new technology. Mike talked about next generation manufacturing. We need to be thinking generation after next. You all need to integrate technology in your processes so you can be competitive and survive the global competition. There's a bright future for us, because these young folks that we honor tonight give us a solid foundation that there will be a pipeline of talent coming. But you know, they're not enough, because we need to probably triple the percentage of our high school students that are adept at STEM. These kids are phenomenal. Ed Mullen brought the last year's competition for robotics to Stevenson University. And we had a gym full, about this size facility, full of kids. It was the best organized chaos you'll ever see. And I really want to send appreciation to the teachers that sponsor these competitions within the schools. They're doing this above and beyond their job, but they're committed to teaching these kids what the future is all about. And you know, this was, like I say, mass chaos, but organized with electronic scoreboards, with robots running around, shooting baskets, doing all kinds of things competitive. And everybody knew what their role was, and everybody knew what it took to win. Those kids are committed. But if Dallas Dancer's still here, we need to triple that percentage that's involved in STEM across the spectrum. And he's doing a great job of introducing digital learning into the classroom, into getting people involved in STEM. And I see positive signs in school systems all around Maryland, including Baltimore City, that the future can improve dramatically. You all need to impact your elected leaders. There are not enough of them here tonight. Mike Gill can take the message back to the governor, and Mike Galeazzo has done a superb job of educating the Maryland legislature on the importance of manufacturing. Right now, manufacturing is the hottest political topic. Everybody that wants to win talks about manufacturing. Unfortunately, they don't know what it takes to support it. And you all are the ones that know what it takes to support it, to create it, to give it a future, and to stay competitive, and yes, even bring it back. But it's going to take Industrial Revolution 3.0, 4.0. It's going to take an infusion and integration of technologies. You can't lay on your laurels. You can't think you've finished because you succeeded in this era of competition. Because tomorrow somebody's going to come along with a disruptive technology and take your business away. So you got to be very, very careful to stay ahead of the pack. And it'll take an integrator of many technologies, not a single technology. Now, we're fortunate. In Maryland, we have lots of resources available to us, from other federal agencies that fund the research, to the industrial giants that know how to apply it, to a phenomenal higher education system, and a continually improving pre-K through 12 system. But it's all about education, and it's all about creating a citizenry that appreciates the value of what Mike spent so much time talking about, the value of a middle class. The middle class that made this country great, that made this country what it is, that rose to great heights through the 50s and 60s and started declining in the 70s and 80s. And now we need to rebuild the middle class, and it'll take a different kind of education, of commitment to lifelong learning, of adopting new technology and adapting to the global competition. Thank you, Peter. Peter thinks of everything. Now I'm stuck with it, Peter. But folks, you know, I'm excited about taking over this role of chairman of this great organization. I remember in the mid-'80s, 86 or 87, County Executive Dennis Rasmussen, who's here with us tonight, facilitated a young man from Dundalk Community College, Mike Galeazzo, to create RMI. And Mike has had the perseverance to stick with it all that time. And I said the perseverance and the commitment to talk and talk and talk about the vision. And he talked about it so much that people started believing it and jumping on the bandwagon, and it's really worked. So RMI is a great resource not only for Central Maryland, but the entire state. And frankly, it can become a great resource for the nation, because we got people here who think globally, who think how their process, how their business could grow. We talk about internationalism and world trade. And yeah, Drew, going from Brooklyn to Harlem was a hell of a big step. But you know, you could actually export from Lansdowne to Brooklyn, Maryland. But we need to go to the world. We need to design products that are designed for global markets, because our nation, for 200 years, was the place where Western Europe outsourced its product. And we became the market of choice for the planet. And now the world has grown and it's different, and there's other markets, and we need to compete, but we need to design products for the global market to be built wherever it is cheapest, and we need to try to be the cheapest place to manufacture the highest quality product. And folks, that's all up to you. It's all up to you, and RMI will be prepared to give you what you need, the assistance, the foundation, to rally you to meet the right politicians and the right legislators at the right place, to get the right legislation passed. But the bottom line is performance excellence on your part. Creating the best product, the highest quality product, the most cost-effective product is what it's all about. So you control your own destiny. Just be committed to be globally competitive. Thank you, congratulations. And let me talk about some of the great things that are happening in this state. You're going to hear next from Damian Costa, who will talk about the phenomenal promise of Port Covington and the city garage and the foundry. And there's literally hundreds of incubators and accelerators and hack shops and co-working spaces and maker places throughout the state. That didn't happen 20 years ago, but that portends a great future. And Brambasu will talk to you all about the statistics of what it takes to be globally competitive, our strengths, our weaknesses, what can we do to improve, what can we do to win. So there's great stuff going on. You need to participate, you need to be on top of your game, and you need to make sure that no disruptive force interrupts your business. Thank you again, congratulations, and Mike, thank you very much.